Yo, so guess what, man? Today we're going to talk about our past selves, and we don't have to break our future because of our past selves, okay? I'm going to start it off like this. Shit, man. So going into football season, my 12th grade year, I thought I was still going to play college football. This was the same year that I tore my meniscus twice, the same knee. And I said I'm not going to play. But before that, I told myself I need to eat and gain some weight. Before I commit to any school, I had a D1 AA offer to Eastern Kentucky University. I said, I need to gain some weight. So I just started eating. But what did I do with that eating? I developed a food addiction. But I would just ignore it and say, oh, it's football. You know, everybody's telling me to get big. It's okay. Then after that, football was then over. I didn't go to play college because that's not what I wanted to do after being injured. Call it an excuse, but it's just, if I'm doing something because of somebody else, or if I'm playing ball because I'm scared of everybody's opinions, then I'm actually more stupid for doing that. But it's another topic. But I went on and said, I'm going to power lift. I'm going to lift heavy. So it didn't matter what I ate because I was just going to lift heavy, be fat, and happy. Turns out, I used my past as an excuse for me to overeat and not take care of myself. Maybe the football thing was a good reason, but maybe it wasn't, because I knew that I wasn't going to play. But I would tell people, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Okay, yeah. Because everyone around you like, you getting big, bro. You getting big, bro. You getting ready to play ball. I'm like, yeah. Lying to people knowing that I don't want to do that in my heart. So I just want to tell you guys, don't make excuses about who you are today from what you've done. Always accept that you are wrong for what you've done before, okay? Just because I want to sit around and eat food and say that I'm powerlifting and doing all this, does that validate my reason for being overweight, not taking care of my health? Does it validate my reason for wanting to be lazy and comfortable and comfy and nasty? That doesn't validate that. I had to break that person, because the truth is you deserve more than what your excuses are. You deserve more than that lazy, evil version of yourself. And I say this in an encouraging way because I was there too. And it fucking sucks. It does. It fucking sucks. And I want you guys to know that your past self does not have to define your future. You can take whatever happened to you and take advantage of it. You can take whatever happened to you and learn from it. You can take whatever happened to you and reapply it in the right way by just simply removing certain habits, and you will be hyper successful in that area. Okay? So if you're getting discouraged right now, well, man, I'm over 300 pounds. I can't even take my shirt off. I feel uncomfortable around my girl, or anytime women come around, my clothes look weird. I want you to think about it like this. What's going to be the first step for you when it comes to change? What the fuck are you going to do to change that? Because obviously you wouldn't feel insecure every time that woman comes around. You wouldn't be hiding the way you eat behind the scenes, because I've done it too, bro. When nobody's around, I'm eating greedy, fast, and heavy, and nasty. I know. And it's funny, but it's the truth. I'm having a real one-on-one with you, bro. What's the first step? And I'm going to tell you, the first step is probably going to be the thing that you're ignoring the most. Because that thing that you're ignoring the most is what's chasing you in the fucking dirt. And until you change it, you will never be free from the chains that it has you locked down in. Okay? I know for me, what I would ignore was just simply the way I ate. Right? Some of you guys ignore the gym. Some of you guys ignore accountability. Some of you guys know that you shouldn't be watching porn, but you're still doing it. That's okay that you know that. But what's the next step? Okay? So I wrote down some things. The number one thing that you have to do is accept the habit and understand that it is a problem and it must change. You can't do anything until you take some accountability, bro. You can't move forward until you accept what the hell you've done and who you're starting to become. But once you do, that's when you can take action in order to changing it. The second thing that you need to do is find tools to change it, right? And I'm going to give you some examples of that. Prayer is probably the best tool that you have to change any negative, nasty ass habit that you have. The next thing you can do is find a person that's living a healthier lifestyle, a mentor or a coach. If it's for weight loss, get on somebody's coaching program if you don't know what to do. If you know what to do, then it's going to have to be a mindset thing that you work on. You have a certain addiction, find someone that had that certain specific addiction, see how they done it, try it, because it may just help you. You guys have to try for change. If you don't try for change, change isn't going to come and find your ass, bro. It does not work like that. I've seen it happen in my family. I've seen it happen with me. I've seen it happen with friends. I've seen it happen with teammates. You have to go and find change. Another big tool that you can have is just simply asking someone, hey man, can you pray for me? Don't be afraid to ask someone to pray for you. And I'm gonna tell you this in this video. This is not a part of this, but I'm gonna say this. If you wanna figure out who your true friends are, pick up the phone, call them, see if they answer, in the evening time if they're off work, and then just simply ask for a prayer. And the reason I say this is this. God doesn't want you to face any problem alone if you don't have to. So it goes back to the tools thing. Find the tools in order to change the old habits. But if that friend is not willing to pray for you, it's probably not your friend. If he's not willing to say, you know what, bro, I'm going to take this 30 seconds. Like, man, I love you. We're going to talk to God for a second. It's probably not your friend. Okay? Now, they may not have time at that moment, but they will always be like, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to call you back. I'm going to pray. But moving on from that, your family, your friends, prayer, coaches, mentors, those are going to be your tools. Books, websites, But the reason I say use people as some of your tools, not use them like to get over on them, but use them whether you have to pay them or ask them a question, whatever. The reason I say use people is because there will be some sort of accountability. And the reason you keep having this habit, knowing that it needs to change, is because, again, you've never been accountable. And the reason you don't hold your word to yourself is because you don't believe in yourself. And vice versa. The reason you don't believe in yourself is because you don't hold your word to yourself. And you never show up even when you don't feel like showing up. That's what I had to learn through this journey, bro. Because that shit will rot you. It will fucking make you hurt when you don't show up when you say you're going to show up. That's why I choose not to miss. Doesn't matter what anybody else says about me. I don't care. I choose not to miss for that reason, because I validate me, and I want you guys to validate yourselves as well. Okay? The third thing you need to do, after you accept it, after you find the tools, you need to break the weak version of yourself every single day. Or in other words, stay consistent. Keep showing up. Keep going forward. Because you took so much time doing the wrong thing, not accepting that you're wrong about this, living in denial, understanding that you were in such a comfortable spot, and that's where you wanted to be at. So now you have to work against that. But it's going to feel like time is working against you. But really, time is working with you. Okay? The reason I say time is working with you is because you're in a season of building yourself. You're not going to do this for a week. You're not going to be on the self-development journey for a week or two and see all the results you want. It's not going to work like that. That's why most people quit. That's why most people can't hang in there, bro. Because time is eating them up and they're not able to see the results that they want to see within a week, 2 weeks, 2-3 months, maybe even a year. You got to keep giving. And if it really means something to you and you really won't change, you'll do that. And I don't just mean this with weight loss or, maybe a girl. I don't mean that with just a couple things. This goes for everything. You must stay consistent if you want to see that growth. Now, you can be consistent. You can be working hard as hell and doing the wrong thing. That's why I say find the proper tools and make sure that you're accepting what all you're wrong about. You have to be honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest with you, do not expect the world to be honest with you, because you're going to go places that are not truthful places. They're very deceiving, right? You're going to hang around people that are fake, and you're going to be attracted to that fakeness. You're going to attract fake people in your life if you're being fake. That's just the way it goes, man. I've done it. That's why I'm telling you, okay? Accept your problem. Figure out what it is. Because if you don't know what it is, you can't work on it. Find the tools. How am I going to go to war with this problem? Then once you find those tools, break that motherfucking problem down and destroy your weak self every single day to make sure that you never go back. And that's called loving yourself. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say, who watches me, whatever. If you are sitting here and you are fighting for something and you're working your ass off to change it, don't let anybody make you feel bad for it. I don't care if you're chasing success on YouTube, coaching. I don't care if you're encouraging people. I don't care if it's a certain, I don't care if you do construction, farming, whatever the fuck it is, bro. If you're chasing something, you do that shit, and don't let anybody make you feel bad for it, okay? Because you are not your past unless you love that shit. Unless you want to keep going back to that shit. But you don't have to be your past, bro. You don't have to. You keep fighting. You keep digging, right? What I do want to say is that if you're patient, you'll win the battle. If you're impatient, it's going to simply destroy you. And you're going to hate your life. And one thing that I'm learning to do is to stay calm in a lot of situations. Because again, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. And I say this for a reason. You're fat because of you. You're weak-minded because of you. But the first time that something happened to you, you didn't really know how to react to it. But as things kept happening to you, you start developing a habit of how you were going to react. And that's what led you down the path that you're on now. I can say that because that's what led me to being overweight. When first time I picked up the bag of chips and I got the dopamine rush, okay, I'm gonna do this again. This feels good. Then I realized, like, damn, I look stupid. I look ugly. Like, I need to take care of myself. I need to show that I love myself. I need to show myself that I love me. And listen, you're probably not gonna understand this unless you've been through this, okay? But I'm trying to encourage the people that have been through it and that are actually trying to change it. Every day is going to be a battle. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient with the ones around you, because if you focus on the negative, you're going to go right back to those same habits. If you focus on the positive, you're going to win, okay? So for everybody that wants to lose weight, 20 to 30 pounds within 90 days, go to my Instagram @HumbleBeastYT, DM the word beast, or send me a message requiring or about coaching, okay? You're gonna have to make an investment. You're gonna have to put effort into it if you actually wanna see results. But I will guide you there, and I will guarantee you that you lose 20 to 30 pounds within that 90 days if you follow every single thing that I tell you to do. Or if you're very serious about this and you feel that you're very committed and you're willing to put your time, your money, and your effort into this, I will put my calendar link in the description. Book a call with me. I'll reach out to you to confirm it, and we'll go from there. You will have to make an investment again. I'm gonna say that because some people think that when you're working with them for 16 weeks that it's a couple dollars. No, it's a program. It's an investment where I work with you and it's one-on-one, right? I want you guys to know that if you really want change, it starts with change, which means it starts with reframing your mind and understanding that you're gonna have to push for something new. And it's not gonna be an easy decision. That's number one. Number two, after you make the decision, you have to choose what route of uncomfort do you wanna take. Because it may seem comfortable now, but the result that you're gonna get, the sicknesses that you're gonna get, the respect that you're gonna get is gonna be terrible if you keep taking this route of being unhealthy and not loving yourself. But on the other hand, it's going to seem very uncomfortable at first, but then when you pick up the habits and you change your life, it's a lifestyle change. You understand it's nothing but peace and joy and winning and winning. So it's your choice. You know it's love. We never fucking miss. Look at what God gave us, baby.